Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about coffee versus house. Why so many boomers, and myself, I'm a millennial, not a boomer, but I think that's the exact decision most of these young Americans are making, and they choose wrong. And instead of getting a house that they own, they get a lot of nice coffees. And so there's my house. I built it myself. Built it with cash, debt-free. But I'm only 38. I was 33 when I started building this. And it's still not finished. We still need siding on the outside. There's a nice greenhouse. Anyway, so mostly people say, oh, it's you boomers who are saying that. The boomers are a lot older than me, 60 to 75 pretty much. I got my first job when I was 13, and it was less than minimum wage, but I worked hard and did a lot of hours. And I got another job when I was 14 that was even more hours, sometimes 60 a week. And a summer job mostly. I didn't do it in the winter. I was in school in the winter. But I put almost 80 to 85%, maybe 90% of my income into savings and spent very little and tied about 10%. I'm going to show you the greenhouse here. Okay, this is our greenhouse. We got beets that were planted like in March and still ready to pick. There's a big tree over there that's a fig tree. Anyway, so if it's all about just living way beneath your means when you're young and saving. And then I bought my first house with cash at age 23. There's my huge bay laurel tree, and there's some citrus trees in the back. Still in the greenhouse. We also have a shower in the greenhouse. So how did I buy a house when I was 23 with cash? I went to a tax sale. I looked at like 500 different properties and finally found one that I actually bought. I mean, I was trying for quite a while. And I was just only looking at stuff that was within the level of what savings I had. And that meant a lot of choices I couldn't buy. But I was okay with that. It was a fixer-upper. It needed new just about everything. It was built in 1870s, early 1870s, I think. The newspaper on the wall underneath the plaster that we tore out was 1876 or 1877. A lot of cool stuff in there. Snake oil advertisements. I wish I'd saved that. Anyway, I just think that if you're spending a lot on coffee and other lifestyle starting at a young age, you're gonna come out a lot poorer versus the young people who work and save up their money and then buy a house as soon as they can and need it. Anyway, tell me in the comments what you think. I'll try to get a picture of the house I built in the thumbnail, so what you clicked on would probably be a picture of coffee versus house. But that house has had new siding since I sold it. I mean, I fixed it up and sold it, and then somebody else has put new siding, new roof it looked like. The porch looked all brand new or very well refinished. I painted the porch so it was usable, functional, but they got it fixed nice. Anyway, look at the thumbnail if you want to see what that house looked like.